We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go! Let's go! Run it! 53, check 53. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. He's cracked. Run. Check the crack.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check 26. Jam. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Deebo Samuel, the rookie wideout, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
Tight end to the left. Even. 4 down. Even.
Snap.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
4 down. Check.
22 Jet Bombers. Switch on.
They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Now.
the former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
That one good for 37 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Love. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. This is Geis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Haskins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
No. Get it.
Now Mostert. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. You got 3 down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a catch made by Hopkins. A gain there of 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Go! Leo! On the ball! Five!
On play action, they'll throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go, set, 15, line it, 15 line. Go!
2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
3rd down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st down, here's Love. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Thompson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Love, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now a run with Geis. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. From the gun, Haskins on third down. And this one complete to Reed. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
Mike, 53.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They get 6 yards going for it on fourth, and now it's first and goal.
Check. Watch 54. Let's get out.
Haskins on the keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. On the ground, Geis. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is third and goal.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 99. Rush in.
They run with Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10 at their own 43. Mostert. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure.
Set. 10-2 stop.
Yo.
Hey, Delta.
56. Mike 56.
Stand. Say go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
You got tight. Go. 6 guys. Check 6.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Haskins on 3rd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Washington. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
I got you. Deuce. Tight dog. Check 3.
Now a handoff. Geis going right. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
On the ready. 53. Check 53. Hey. Q.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And able to work his way down to the 16. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go. Henry, 54. Say him. Watch the ship.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Watch the run. Go. Under 10. 10. Go. Sponge. No. Charlie. Mike 5-4. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch the 54. Watch the pass. Watch it go.
Haskins will throw. The quick slant cut. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Looking up here with Trent Taylor. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the 49er first down.
On the ball. On the ball. Shit.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
It's now second and 6.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down now, a run with McKinnon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Look at me, Zipper. Bravo. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This is Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hustle, hustle. 53, Mike. No chance. Check three. Hey, watch it. Echo.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Looking long for his tight end read. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Here's Haskins to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Quan Alexander in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Go.
Here's Mostert. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now Gold for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You're not ready. Slam. Shit. Watch the shit. Go. Off. Mike 7. All day, every day, any day.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Slings this. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 35. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now, this one complete downfield on the left side. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
2nd and long. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 18. Back now at FedEx Field. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Finding room to the 20. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
SOS. Switch. Yo, I
That'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Here we go. Time to end it. Check, check. Watch 54. Go. Who that? Who that?
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Boss, boss. Turn, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Check 50. Check 50. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Zoom, zoom. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, hey. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Second down, Haskins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now Haskins, third and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now it's Haskins. This is intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set. 18 Gator. Now. Defense. Defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now back to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Love again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Okay, let's go. Right. And we got Mike, number 53. 53.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Check 24. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Switch.
They'll run for it with Love. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they take a knee.
Here we go. Like 20.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Set hunt.
And they will take a knee here.
Here we go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for San Francisco, they remain as hot as anyone, 6